Now, I know it's said that having a good cup of tea would make you feel on top of the world. Now, in this case, we're going to have a cup of tea right on top of the world. Yes, right up there. The world's tallest building in the Armani Hotel in the Burj Khalifa. We're going to have afternoon tea. So here I am at the 123rd floor. I just have to drop down one story, but you get this view when you walk down the stairs, looking down at Dubai. This is incredible. So this is the Atmosphere Lounge at the 122nd floor of the Burj Khalifa. The Burj Khalifa numbers is basically the tallest freestanding man-made object in the world, as well as being the tallest building in the world. The Burj Khalifa is 828 meters high, that's 2,700 feet, and that makes it higher than Joust Mountain for those of you that go hill walking. The view up here is absolutely spectacular, by the way. There was 330,000 cubic meters of concrete put into this building, and in terms of rebar, you're talking 39,000 meters of rebar to reinforce the building. The number of man hours was 57 million. This is a true world-breaking structure. Now, just to get down to the actual afternoon tea itself, it's actually a 3-course meal. So if you look at the menu here, it starts off with a sparkling wine, or in my case, because I don't drink, with a sparkling date juice, which is being shown to me here now. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you. No, it's fine. You can pour away. Thanks, William. And then after that, then we have the chef's finest finger sandwiches, followed up by a main course, the roast of the day, which is chicken, or catch of the day, which today is scallop. So I'm going to have the scallop. And then finally, we'll have a chef's dessert selection of pastries. So it's a full meal. Don't come here after having a big breakfast. Cheers. I'm going to bring a bottle of that home with me. That date juice it's really, really good. It's actually quite dry. It's not sweet, but it's really good. Here comes my first course. It's called an amuse-bouche, and as you can see, it's a lovely pea-made type of, I suppose, a mousse. But it's much lighter than a mousse. It's almost a foam with peas in it. And here comes my passion fruit mocktail. Yum. Of course, our real first course is the selection of sandwiches, which starts off with the smoked salmon roulade, then you have an egg sandwich, then you have chicken and almond sandwich on tomato bread, then you have a spinach roll wrapped in cucumber, then you have the lobster eclair, followed by a lovely caviar tartlet. The second course is referred to as the main course, and there were 2 choices. There was the roast of the day and there was the catch of the day. The roast of the day was chicken, but I chose the catch of the day, which was scallop in a lovely cauliflower puree. The grand finale arrived in the form of our pastries and desserts, and they were just magnificent. We started off with brownies, followed by a chocolate fondant with little fairy cakes. Then we had our fillet of chocolate, quite bitter, and macaroon, lemon macaroon. That was absolutely delicious. The green cake was filled with custard, and then we had a passion fruit mousse, followed by a homemade Ferrero Rocher. This is the chocolate fondant, and I have to say, as a chocoholic, you would murder for this. Absolutely delicious. Then, of course, we had our passion fruit mousse cake made on a very, very light shortbread as well. Again, absolutely to die for. Being an afternoon tea, you couldn't be without the tea, of course. We had 4 pages of tea with all sorts of exotic choices, including Earl Grey chocolate. And then, of course, you had Earl Grey d'Amour, a love potion indeed. Next page is the low-theme stuff here, happy hour tea, creme caramel tea. And you can see all the way down there, red of Arabia. Of course it would be in that part of the world. Then, of course, we got on to the teas of the world from all over. We had Alexandria, we had Jade Blossom, Miraculous, Mandarin, should I say, Red Russian and Sweet France. What a selection. from all around the globe. And of course, then we went on to coffee, and of course the old barista favourites. And then we had finally this very, very refreshing page, let's put it that way, with things like Liquid Spa, Tropical Smile. They had no berries or lineses, so I went with the Alexandra Peppermint Tea. That's some brew by. So what's the verdict? I have to say the food was absolutely delicious. I mean, it really was wonderful. Not heavy as well. It actually looked a lot heavier than it actually was. The food was actually really, really light, particularly the pastry selection, which would kind of be want to be, because there's quite a lot of it there. And I would say that even though it was light, don't come in here on a full stomach. Don't have lunch beforehand, and don't have a heavy breakfast beforehand, because you will be stuffed. The other thing as well is I didn't actually finish all of it, and they would replenish it as well if you wanted to. So, you know, you're not going to leave here hungry, I'll put it to you like that. The cost, if you want to sit on an inside seat, it costs about €107, and then for the window seat where I'm sitting, which is not that far away, you're talking about a cost of about €120, just under €120. It's not a huge difference in the price, but certainly you get the view here when you're beside the window. So overall verdict, definitely recommended. In fact, it wasn't a bucket list item until I came up here, and I kind of now realise that it should be a bucket list item, because it really is a spectacular view. Really, really nice surroundings. The actual lounge itself is beautifully appointed. The staff couldn't be more friendly or more helpful. I mean, really, really, from when we came into the lobby all the way up here. And of course, the food itself, as I said, was amazing. Great selection. It's 3 courses, not just your standard tiered afternoon tea that comes at the end of the pastries. And of course the selection of teas and coffees as well is absolutely wonderful, plus the mocktails and my date champagne as well was really, really nice as well for those of us that don't drink alcohol. So definitely right here at the Atmosphere Lounge, Burj Khalifa, high tea. It doesn't get higher than this.